Before we get to some of the other moments and stuff that you're doing now, let's just do a couple names you worked with, because you worked with so many, and I thought we'd pull out here. We're talking about strong guys. What about Diesel? What was he like to work with?
And that was one of my favorite enhancement matches. It was easy. I was new. I was young. That had to be like my second or third match, like in their WWF or WWF at the time. But I think I like impressed them. I have a knack of being able to bump a little bit quicker. Like I could throw him, and I was doing that. Like it looks like he destroys me. Like I just look like a rag doll at one point. And one awesome spot is he throws me out, and behind the ref's back, Sean gives me a punch to the face, just one, and he pushes me back in. So that's one that was a great match.
That's pretty cool. I actually watched you before we did this interview today. I was just looking up stuff, and Steve Blackman came up with a match. I would say it was in the arena, but it was a Shotgun Saturday Night taping. And
that was New Haven, Connecticut.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, New Haven Coliseum.
Came up on YouTube, and I just saw that. Yeah,
that was a good one. So that was one of my last enhancement matches for them. That was good. I had a lot of creative input in that match, which was kind of neat. It's like, what do you want to do? So it was putting myself into that shoot style. So like you even see me Scorpion on the end where he does the leg sweep and I do the front bump, but like just fall flat on my face, my heels go over. So I got to be able to call a little bit of that. I know I called the finish with the guillotine and all that. So it was kind of a proud thing to have.
Yeah, because we talked about this last night. I did that one was just what it popped up, and I was like, I kind of want to ask about this because it was also interesting to me the pacing of the match. In the beginning, it felt very deliberate, everything you're doing, and then you can see your bumps really picking up towards the end, almost.
Mm-hmm. And that's, to get him over, like he's starting to destroy me now. You know what I mean?
Well, I thought it was excellent. I really enjoyed it. One of the best guys in that early era, Shawn Michaels. What was it like to work with him?
I got to work with Shawn. I wrestled tag team, the Dudes with Attitudes. I believe that was in Portland, Maine. I wrestled him in Diesel. And I don't remember, honestly. I just remember at the end, Diesel, I'm on the outside and my partner takes the pin and Diesel does the old clear the other guy off, and he trips and stumbles over his front toe a little bit and he KOs me with his forearm, gives me a huge shiner. But yeah, that's what I remember about that match. I also got to wrestle Scott Taylor up there in a dark match, and he got signed pretty quickly after that, which was awesome too.
Yeah, that's got to be cool when you're involved in that. I like that. Now, because you said tag teams, so this one jumps out. You got to work with the Road Warriors, I believe.
Yeah, the story of the Road Warriors. I had a torn PCL. I played rugby, so I had an injured PCL ligament, and I was there, and I wasn't going to give up an opportunity. And how the match was going to be called is that it was only a 2 or 3 minute squash match. So when they heard that my knee was a little rickety, I actually got to work the LOD bell rang, but they just hit me 3 times and shit canned me to the floor. So Bert Centino had to take the doomsday device, but I did have a match against the LOD on paper.
That's amazing. And I also know one of the things I did work across, because you told this story, and I don't mind if you tell it again, but you worked Owen Hart at a WrestleMania workout. I believe it was WrestleMania 11, which was in Hartford, Connecticut, if I remember.
Yeah, that was Bam Bam against Lawrence Taylor there. I think as part of my legacy, that goes to one of the top moments that you have. I think it would have been a top moment, even if something didn't happen to Owen Hart, just to experience that. And once in a lifetime event, being there in the middle of Times Square where they shut off the traffic so that we could cross the road and get to the ring. And it was quote unquote an exhibition right there underneath the sign, right there as the road splits. It wasn't closed at the time, so cars traveled in it. And there was a little recruiting booth for the Army and Navy in the middle on that road or whatever. So yeah, we were on the buses. I was supposed to actually wrestle Bob Backlund that day. And we're on the buses. It's what year was that? 95-ish?
95.
Yeah, there's no cell phones or anything. So there's a babyface bus, there's a heel bus. We're on both sides of the street with the ring in the middle of it. And like I said, they stopped traffic when we had to cross and get in the ring. And while we're on that bus there, they switch and tell me I'm not working Backlund, that I'm going to wrestle Owen Hart. And that match, which made it to the Heart of Gold DVD, that match was the only one that released for the day, which is cool. And yeah, I did an enhancement match with Owen out there. It was all called out on the ring. And if you go to the Instagram, my Instagram, Bret Hart has it posted on his too. It's a pretty pretty cool moment.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and I don't know, like, I'd have to go back, but I don't know how many more, like, that might have been one of the first WrestleMania workouts around that time. It wasn't like that was something they did all the time, I don't believe.
It was just a publicity stunt for LT and Bam Bam, and it was so close to Connecticut that they brought us in the morning, and we were done by like 1 o'clock. So I
Yeah,
remember we traveled. We met. It was me, DeVito, and Mike Bell worked Luger and Bulldog. They were a tag team at the time, and I
yeah.
can't remember. I can't remember who PJ worked. I don't remember that honestly, but